All right, welcome back to the Conviction Fiction. My name is Antoine. You guys know me. I am the host of the Conviction Fiction, and we are here to talk about changing the narrative and giving second chances a voice. I'm your host again, Antoine Rivers, and today I'm excited to be joined by a truly inspiring guest, Roel. He's a man who's been through a lot and came out on the other side stronger. Now, today, Roel is here to talk about his journey in recovery, about how he's using his story to inspire others and how he has decided to start helping the younger generation to see that there's another way of life. Again, guys, I want to thank you for joining. Let's get into the Conviction Fiction. All right, welcome Noel to the show, man. Thanks for joining me, bro.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, so we're gonna get right into it. We was just chopping up a minute ago. I told you it's gonna be easy. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning of your recovery journey. Now it's never easy. You kind of turn your life around. You made the decision to do some things. Like, what was the moment when you realized things had to change? Was there a moment that said, like, look, stuff has to change?
Man, it was really whenever I got locked up, and man, it's getting old. It's getting old. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to have anything for yourself. You know, it's like, and then depending on a lot of people, and the people that you're depending on can't really help you out either. You know, it's like one thing about it is like I've been I've been at my lowest, man. It's like, and right now I've disappointed a lot of people. You know, it's like before I really didn't care. You know, it's like I didn't really care what people cared about me, what they thought about me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those I don't care feelings, you know. But now it's like I have so many people that are depending on me, and it's like, and are really trying to see me do better. It's like, and I gotta do it for them, but really I gotta do it for myself, because if I don't do it for myself, like, who else is gonna do it for me, you know?
Yep. So, was there a particular event that sparked it? What was it? Something that happened? It's like, hold up, this is enough. You know what I'm saying? Was it something that happened, or it was just a culmination, like slow steps for it?
It's a combination, because like I almost lost my life, you know, in November 2023. Like the drugs and everything kind of, when I went to the hospital, you know, they told me I had congestive heart failure, you know.
Oh.
So it's like, so they had me hooked up on IVs, you know. It's like, and what the doctor called it jet fuel medicine, you know. It's like, and I had like a 20% of you know what I'm saying, making it. It's like I really didn't have it, you know. It's like, and one thing about it is whenever I was in the bed, you know, the doctor's telling me all this, and he's like, man, do you have any questions for me? I'm like, man, no, my mind's running wild, you know. And he's like, what do you mean wild? It's like, wild, like you're gonna die? I'm like, yeah. It's like, well, that's the reality of it. If you don't stop doing the drugs, you know, it's like you're gonna die. It's like, and that was like a second chance for me for life, you know. It's like, and I was doing good, you know. It's like, and I went back and I started using again. It's like it feels real. How do I explain it? Like shameful, man. I felt like like there was this shame on me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I had a second opportunity in life, and I'm wasting it. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, and me getting caught up, this and that. Is like, and being in there with my medical issues is like, county's not gonna. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Even any institution, they don't care about
minimum. It's the bare minimum. Like,
yeah, you know, it's like there's certain medicines that my family brought that were my medicines, and they were like, well, these you can't have. And I'm like, well, but I need them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you can't have these. There were certain ones I couldn't have. I'm diabetic also, and I'm having, you know what I'm saying, high blood pressure issues. Like, I have so much medical issues with me. It's like at a young age, but it's because of the drugs and the lifestyle that I chose to live, you know. And it's
Yeah.
like, and right then and there, it's like going to jail is like, man, I can't do this. You know, it's like me going to jail and being with my medical conditions. Like I'm a dying here. You know, they really don't care about what happens to you. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they're gonna do is call your immediate family member and be like, hey, you know, he's gone. Come and pick up his personal property, and that's it. You know, so
That's
it kind of it kind of got to the point like, man, I need to do something different. It's like I've always been doing the wrong thing. Why can't I try and do the right thing for the first time? You know?
Yeah. And I know for me, like the biggest battles that I used to feel like, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I would feel like I couldn't be a success. I couldn't like do the right thing. I was like all this stuff going on. I would think about government. I think about the world. I think about life. I would like, you know, it's okay. Somebody has to be the bad guy. You feel me? So I just like internalize being okay with like this is where I am. I use like my parents, I use like, the way I was brought up, my neighborhood. I brought all that into the fold to justify like how I was living. You know what I'm saying? So what were some of the battles that you faced when you first started focusing on your recovery? Like, did you think you could do it?
No, really, whenever I came, I was skeptical, you know, because like I've always, you know, all these other rehabs, I've never been to a transitional home. You know, it's like whenever I was in prison, I went through a reentry program. You know,
Okay.
it's like, and but while we were in the reentry program, it was a 12-step program also. It's like, but there they would like just give you paperwork and you had to, you know what I'm saying, like do your paperwork. This and that. They were never hands on, you know. So it's like me thinking, oh, I'm about to go to a rehab that's going to be the same thing. You're going to have like a 30-day thing, like blackout, whatever it is. Like, and they're just going to give you pamphlets that you have to do. But when I got here, man, it's like it was a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's people that really love you. You know what I'm saying? That they're going through the same situation that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? The staff is they're ex addicts. You know, it's like they're ex felons. They're doing the same thing that you're doing, and you're in the recovery. You know what I'm saying? We're all helping each other out. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, that's
like
important, man. So there were some key people who supported you in the early stages of the journey. Who were they? Who were the people that impacted you? Who helped
um
you out?
right now the ones that was a director, man, Jimmy McGill. You know, it's like learning from his background of where he came from is the same background that I came from. You know, it's like growing up in the gangs. You know, it's like being a dope dealer, going to prison, doing time. You know what I'm saying, and coming out. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
just going in and out of the system. But then finally something snapped, and he's the director of the program. You know, it's like, and I'm thinking, I'm like, well, if he did it, like I know if I put my effort and I put my all into it, like I can be him one day. You know,
yeah,
it's like in another support. You know what I'm saying? It's like my family. My family's been the most supportive of them all, really, because like we get into it here and there, you know, but like they want to see me do better. You know what I'm saying? They want to see their big brother. You know what I'm saying? Their uncle do better because they don't see me most of my life in and out. You know what I'm saying? Juvie, in and out of prison. You know what I'm saying? They've always seen me through a screen or through pictures. You know, it's like, and they want to finally be able to see me out here and be like, oh, you're not in drugs no more. You're sober. You're doing everything you need to do. Like this is what we want. This is the brother. You know what I'm saying? The uncle that we want.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's amazing, bro. Because transformation, man. When you see it and you witness it, it doesn't happen overnight, bro. It takes real effort to grow and change. I don't know how often. I mean, you sound convincing to me that you trying to do the right thing, especially when you start talking about your family and people that are making an impact. Now, you've been on this journey of self-discovery and learning who you really are. And you want to be that uncle, you want to be that dad, you want to be that brother, that son. You want to be a better version of yourself. So what are some of the most important lessons you've learned during this time? What's the most important thing you learned?
If
That's
man, that's a
a tough
good question.
question, bro. I
Yeah,
know.
it is because like one thing that I learned is like that me myself, I am my worst enemy. You know, it's like, but I'm learning how to push myself up. You know what I'm saying? From where I've been before, because before I would just like be in my head and be like, man, forget this. You know, it's like, and just put myself down and like, and I was complacent on what I was doing. But now it's like I get to the point that I have to motivate myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you got this, big dog. He's like, like you got this. Like your family wants to see you do better, big dog. You know, it's like so it's a motivation within myself. You know,
Yeah.
because if I'm not the one doing it, man, like I said, who else is gonna do it?
Right, right. And that's the most important thing, maintaining a a great mental health and having emotional health for yourself. Because I was on that journey, bro, and it was more so I was doing shit. I was doing stuff for others. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even worried about me. I couldn't have a conversation like this and feel comfortable within it. I was like, man, I mean, what we talking about? Like, it don't matter. I'm gonna do me.
Yeah,
So I think that's one of the bigger thing, because when you are able to answer questions about yourself and be in a good mental state, drugs and being away from them really can help in that journey. Now, how do you stay motivated when things don't go according to plan? Because shit ain't gonna always come out like it's supposed to, right? So how are you gonna stay motivated, especially when there are those setbacks or when things happen in life or even in your recovery where you don't go back?
man. What I've been learning recently in my journey, man, is like it's very cliche what they say. You know what I'm saying? But it's been really working. Is like here and there, but I've never really done it until now. It's like I've really just sat down and prayed. You know what I'm saying? I pray about it, man. So it's a spiritual. It's a spiritual thing too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've never really been like I believed in God. You know what I'm saying? But me being Catholic based, you know what I'm saying? I never really like going to church, man, because you would walk in and they would just look at you, they'll judge you. You know what I'm saying? Now since I've been going to this church, you know what I'm saying? It's like they open they hey, they're open
Yeah.
with the hands wide open. They hug you, man. This and that. It's like they tell you just come as you are. You know, it's like and they know, man, that we're ex addicts. This and that. It's like, and we're trying, man. We're trying our best to be there with God. But it's like me, what's been helping me lately, man, is really been praying, man. It's like
Yeah, you
praying
gotta have that
for
spiritual
strength.
connection, bro. A spiritual connection is like one of the most powerful things that you could do. It's like you said, you go to the church and you see people look at you and I mean, you're supposed to go. I grew up in the church, so like you're supposed to do this, but
Yeah.
like not really knowing why I was going or having that connection. And you don't really find that connection until like most of us addicts or recovering people, man, until we hit that bottom, bro. You gotta hit that bottom. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit that bottom, it's like nothing but up from there. One of the most important things, I'm gonna say this to you. You can take it back to, to your tribe or whoever you're dealing with or whatever, bro. But the most important thing to do when you find yourself in a hole, if you find yourself in a hole, bro, the most important thing for you to do is to stop digging. You see what I'm saying? You can't keep searching for it. You got to stop and just realize where you are, and then like think in your mind, how do I get out of this life, or how do I get out of this little depression or whatever what I'm going through. The most important thing, again, bro. A lot of people's like, if you're in a hole, you want to scream for help. You want to do that. That's not going to, you need to stop digging because, like you said, most times we end up being our worst enemy. We put ourselves in situations. You see what I'm saying? We make decisions and we are there. Now, one of the most powerful things you're doing now is showing the younger generation that there's another way. You're not just talking about recovery, you're living it and helping others in other ways. So, what are some of the ways you've been able to give back to the community and the youth?
Man, what I've been trying to do, man, is like I'm really well known in my community, man. It's like, but it's always been for all the wrong reasons. As a gang member, it's like they know me for my gang history. It's like they know me as the big homie. It's like, and one thing about it is like it felt good. You know what I'm saying? It felt good being the big homies. Like, oh, what's up, big OG? You did this and that. It's like, but what I'm trying to do now is like trying to reach one and teach one, man. It's like if I can find a couple of these little youngsters that can see that I'm changing, man, for the best. You know what I'm saying? The ones that have always been looking up to me for all the wrong reasons, like, man, look up to me for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? There's a better way. It's like I'm trying to show all these youngsters, like, man, this ain't the way to go, man. It's like
So what made you focus on that? What made you focus on the younger people and showing them that's a better way? What made you?
man, one of my little homies, man, is like he he got involved with, it's like with some of his friends that he went to school with, you know what I'm saying? And they shot up a camper, and like there was like 45 bullets that hit the camper, but his
That's
bullet was the one that hit the back of the dude's head. And they enhanced his charges, terroristic act, 7 times, enhanced it, and they gave him 116 years. They gave him 116 years, and he had just turned 18. You know what I'm saying? He was roaming around with the wrong people. That wasn't, what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, and he thought that was their friends. Like, bro, you just went and did some crash dummy stuff, and it's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of youngsters that, because they're so, how do I say, is like they want to be cool, or they want to be down for the homies. You know what I'm saying? That they'll go do anything, not knowing the repercussions, not knowing that you're about to just waste the rest of your life behind bars. But for what? You know what I'm saying? For 2 minute shooting, or a
Yeah, that's
drive by
great. Yeah.
is
So let me ask about this though. Can you share an experience where you saw a young person like start to make a positive change in their life, inspired by your journey? Is you got a kid that kind of looked up to you and listened to you, and I don't know, finished school or got a job?
not yet, but like I'm praying to God that what I'm saying is like the ones that are being corrupted right now, like by their generation can finally be like, man, I don't want this, man. Hey, big homie, what can you bring to the table to where, like, I want to ride with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to ride your ride. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and whenever that happens, that's gonna be that's gonna be so one of them days that I'm gonna be so happy. I'm like, man, let me take you under my wing. It's
Right.
like, let me show you what I'm doing is gonna change your life too.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
right now,
it's tough,
the youngsters are just too corrupted by this music, by their homies thinking, like, what I'm saying, carrying all these guns with these switches or these rulers. You know what I'm saying? It's like they think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? They glorify it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Now,
and it's not the
it's
way.
tough. It's tough to maintain hope and optimism when you see all these struggles that these young people got out there. I mean, let's think about it. Like these are some of the same environments that kind of uh, made us who we are for real. You know what I'm saying? So being a voice out there in the community to show them that it's a better way, bro. That's definitely something that should be looked upon as it's impactful you're actually helping them to let them know, like, hey, I know you've been through, I've done that stuff, but that ain't the way. You know what I'm saying? So looking ahead, Royal, you clearly got a vision for the future. You're trying to help the young kids out there. As someone who's been through the hardest parts of recovery and all that other stuff and came out on top, what does the future look like for you now? And what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
Man, how I see it, if I continue doing what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
and leading, and me being the leader that I am, I feel like I will have an army of good young, what I'm saying, guys that's gonna be like that. At the end of the day, I don't care what people say about me no more. It's like, but if they do start saying anything about me, they're gonna be like, man, hey, he's helping the community out. Man, he done, took my son out of these streets, where there's some parents that are still scared, man. They're still scared for the kids not coming home at night like my mom used to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like as long as they see that I'm doing positive things in the community, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be scared of their kids being around me anymore, He's like,
Yeah.
oh no, he's doing good things, man. He's like, I trust my kids with him, He's like, before they wouldn't trust the kids with me, It's like they knew that we were up to no good, man. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
but
yeah,
if I can be a positive, you know what I'm saying, that positive role model, man, it's like my future. I know, man. Like, there's gonna be doors opening, man. Doors opening that I've never would have expected. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah,
and and I believe in it, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. If I keep doing what I'm doing, like I'm I'm a change. I'm a change couple lives, man. Hopefully
yeah.
more than what I'm expecting, But if I still change a couple of them, at least I knew I did something.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, bro, like, changing lives is very important. Once one person told me, man, the only way you can keep what you have is by giving it away, and that makes sense to me when it comes to like inner peace, sanctity, just being okay with the world, bro. The only way I can be okay with myself is to give it away and be like, hey, look, it's okay to be okay with yourself. It's okay to, do the right thing. It's okay to go to school. It's okay to get a job. It's okay to do all those things. You know what I'm saying? Now I know like most of the communities that we come up in, that ain't what's really glorified. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what's really glorified. So seeing the story that you have, and it's a very powerful. We're gonna chop it up after this because I think I got a proposition. You know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about second chances and redemption and the power of recovery, what advice would you give to someone who is currently in the early stages of recovery and feels uncertain about where they're going?
Man, my advice is this ain't the play. This ain't the way to go. It's like life is too precious, man. Life is too precious, and there's a lot to give. You know what I'm saying? It's like life gives you a lot of opportunities, man. And if you can take the good opportunities, man, you're gonna be able to grow into something that you would never expect to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna either end up dead or incarcerated. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though: if you were to define success today, because I knew you had a good view of what success was like before recovery and before, what is success like for you today? Has it changed since you started this recovery journey?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I've been having more these doors opening. You know what I'm saying? I've met a couple people that I would never expected to meet. You know what I'm saying? People with like the statuses are high. It's like whenever I was in my addiction, man, it's like I was meeting people, but they were, you know what I'm saying? It was just a new plug. It was just a new connection. You know what I'm saying? It's like to where like if I kept doing what I was doing, I would go back. I was going back to prison regardless. You know what I'm saying? But now these opportunities that are opening for me is like are people that have successful businesses. You know what I'm saying? They have their own thing going on, and if I continue doing what I'm doing, one day, it's like I'll be there and I'll be able to open that door for somebody else just like me that is in my position,
Yeah,
and that's gonna be a good blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I get blessed one day and I get successful to where I just can't imagine the
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, you're successful right now, fam. You're blessed right now. Because I mean, just sharing your story with us today, that's a blessing. Because a lot of people don't get a chance to do that. Let's just be honest. They don't get a chance to do that. They don't get a chance to make a mistake and then come back from it and then share their story in the hopes of helping somebody else. Right. So your journey is a true testament to the power of recovery, redemption, and just being smart, bro. I mean, let's just be honest. Like
Yeah,
it can be really terrible out there. And the impact you can have on one person, you don't got to change the world. That's my whole thing. Like, as many listeners that we have, bro, I ain't even trying to change the world. If I could change one person, bro, I've done my job. You know what I mean? If I could just change one, because that one can might go change another, and then that's where legacy comes in. So I'm sure your story is going to inspire a lot of people out there. So keep doing the amazing work you're doing, bro. And I'm excited to see all the great things that you'll continue to accomplish because it's happening. It's happening right now. Now, I'm going to end the podcast because we right up on 30 minutes. I know you got through with classes, whatever. I ain't gonna try to keep you. I can't hold you, but
yeah.
I can because we can talk all night. So I want to say to everyone listening, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Conviction Fiction. Royal, stay around though. Don't hang up. Um,
Yes, sir.
until next time, I want everyone to stay focused, keep pushing forward, and remember, everyone deserves a second chance. This is the Conviction Fiction. If you are ready to transform your life today, no turning back. The Journey Home and the Work Within is more than just a book. It's a roadmap for redemption, resilience, and rebuilding. In this deeply personal and powerful narrative, I share my journey from incarceration to empowerment. And I kind of weave together stories of struggle, growth, and transformation with a little help from my friends. With raw honesty and a message of hope, this book is a must read for anyone seeking to break free from the past, embrace second chances, and build a better future. So if you are ready to turn the page on your story, No Turning Back will inspire you to confront your challenges, embrace your potential, and take that first step toward change. Get your copy today and start your own journey toward healing and transformation.